Hola y un saludo a todos los estudiantes que están en la clase de español 111. Soy el profesor Antón García Fernández. As you are no doubt aware, in-person classes have been canceled until the end of the semester at the university. Therefore, this video is part of the contingency plan to turn in-person classes into online classes. And today we're going to be talking about the verb ir, the verb to go in Spanish, which is simply the verb ir. We use this verb for two main things, but before we talk about what we use it for, let's review the conjugation of the verb ir in the present. I have it right here. Yo voy, tú vas, él, ella o usted va. Nosotros o nosotras vamos. Ellos, ellas o ustedes van. Note that the V is pronounced B in Spanish, as you know. So I'm going to repeat the conjugation and you can repeat after me. Repitan conmigo la conjugación, por favor. Voy, vas, va, vamos, van. El presente del verbo ir en español. Now, what do we use this verb for? We use it for two main goals. First of all, to talk about places that we go to, places where we go. For example, voy a Memphis. Mis padres van a Nashville. Voy a la clase. Mi hermana va a la universidad. As you can see, the verb ir is usually followed by the preposition a, which is the preposition of direction in Spanish. For example, mis padres van a Memphis. Yo voy a la clase. Usually followed, as I say, by the preposition a. But whenever we are going to a place that is masculine and therefore a comes into contact with the article el, then we have the merging of those two words. A, el becomes al. Let me show you. Right there. A, el becomes al. Therefore, we will not say voy a el cine. We will say voy al cine. We will not say mis padres van a el concierto. We will say mis padres van al concierto. That's a contraction in Spanish, one of the two contractions that we have. So anytime a comes into contact with the article el, they merge and they become al. Voy al cine. So one of the usages of the verb ir in Spanish is to talk about places where you go. The second usage of the verb ir is to talk about plans, to talk about things that you are going to do. And in this case, what we have is the verb ir, followed, of course, by the preposition a, and then the infinitive, which designates one action that you are going to do. This is used, as I say, to talk about plans, to talk about things that you are going to do, to talk about basically the near future, things that you are going to do, actions that you are going to perform. I'm going to give you a couple of examples of this. And remember that the preposition a always has to follow the verb ir in these cases. So, for example, I could say, voy a estudiar español. Voy a estudiar español. And that doesn't mean I'm going to a place. It means that I am going to study Spanish. And so, estudiar appears in the infinitive, in the unconjugated form. So, any action that you perform will appear in the unconjugated infinitive form. In this case, estudiar. Voy a estudiar español. I am going to study Spanish. Mi madre va a leer un libro. Mi madre va a leer un libro. Leer is the action that my mother is going to perform. Mi madre va a leer un libro. My mother is going to read a book. Leer, the action that she is going to perform, appears in the infinitive. Nosotros vamos a practicar béisbol. Nosotros vamos a practicar béisbol. The action in this case is practicar. Okay, so again, it appears in the unconjugated infinitive form. Nosotros vamos a practicar béisbol. We are going to play baseball. As you can see, the verb ir allows us to talk about things we are going to do. And therefore, we are able now to talk about the future. This could happen tomorrow, next week, next weekend, next year. You can now use this expression, the verb ir, a, plus any infinitive, unconjugated infinitive, in order to express, to talk about something that you are going to do. And therefore, you will be able to use this expression to talk about the future. Now, here are a couple of questions that I would like you to listen to, then stop the video and try to answer. Question number 1. ¿Qué vas a hacer esta noche? ¿Qué vas a hacer esta noche? Question number 2. ¿Qué van a hacer tus padres el fin de semana? ¿Qué van a hacer tus padres el fin de semana? And question number 3. ¿Qué va a hacer tu amigo mañana? ¿Qué va a hacer tu amigo mañana? See if you are able to answer these questions correctly in Spanish. And remember, it is very important to learn this verb, the verb ir, because we use it on many occasions to express different things. For example, places where we are going, and also things that we are going to do. Also, it is important to learn the conjugation of this verb because it's one of the most irregular verbs in Spanish. So I will give you another opportunity to look at the conjugation right here, and you can repeat after me. Voy, vas, va, vamos, van. Otra vez. Voy, vas, va, vamos, van. Remember also that the verb ir is usually followed by the preposition a, the preposition of direction in Spanish. And anytime a comes into contact with the article el, they merge in the contraction al. Muchas gracias, como siempre, por su atención. Soy el profesor Antón García Fernández.